Hello, I'm Elaine, the Heart Healthy Cooking Lady. This is the fourth video in my vegetables series. We're going to talk today about broccoli. Broccoli is a wonderful vegetable. It's very healthy for you, very low in calories. Each 5-inch spear has only about 11 calories in it. So this whole bunch here, this head, has only about 55 calories in it. That's really good. It's loaded with vitamin B and vitamin C, and it's a good source of fiber. Broccoli came to us from Italy. It made its way here to the United States in the late 1800s, but it wasn't really until the late 1900s that it gained in popularity. Most of the broccoli grown in the United States comes from California. The word actually means little arms or little shoots. Now broccoli, actually, each one of these parts here, these are densely packed buds. These are little flower buds that just have not opened. So when you are looking for fresh broccoli and what is a good head of broccoli, you want to find some that is dark green. You might even find some that has kind of a purplish cast to it. And if the little buds look kind of funky, they look kind of withered, or God forbid that there's a little yellow flower in there, that broccoli is way too old to eat and be really any good. So I'm going to show you 3 ways to make broccoli. I prefer it cooked a little bit. Excuse me. Some people like it raw, but I like mine just cooked a wee bit because it takes some of that really kind of heavy, strong green broccoli taste out of it. So first way I'm going to show you is microwaved. It's very simple to microwave broccoli. I'm going to just take these and put them in this microwave safe dish. This is Corningware, and I'm going to use a small lid, or a small plate as a lid, pop it in the microwave for a minute. And what I like about nuking it is that you can just cook it right in the dish that you're going to serve it in. And there we are. You'll see that it changes color. It's a little bit brighter, and it is very tasty just plain like this. You can sprinkle a little bit of salt on it if you need to, but a little bit, because remember, this is heart healthy cooking. Or maybe a little bit of lemon juice, but it is very good just eaten plain. Love broccoli. Excuse me as I talk with my mouth full. And what's nice about broccoli, especially microwaved, and steamed actually, is that it is good cold. So you can nuke some up and put it in the refrigerator for later. And what's nice about nuking it though is if you're really kind of hungry and you want something to eat, and you don't want to eat chips or crackers or some other thing like that, you can just whip out some broccoli, put it in the dish, nuke it, and boom, you're done. The next way I'm going to show you is steamed. I've already got the water started here. So what you're going to do is put the broccoli in the steamer and cover it up. And when the water begins to boil, you're going to cook it for 2 minutes. Okay, it's almost done. Alrighty then. Turn the heat off. Take these out with some tongs. Looks very tasty. And it's such a lovely green. See, there you are. They're all done. And they're very nicely done. Now, if you want to have them softer than that, because some people do like their vegetables a little bit softer, put it in for a little bit longer. Now, the last way I'm going to show you how to make broccoli is roasting it. Roasted broccoli is perhaps my favorite way to do it. It's a little bit more time consuming, though not much. So that's why sometimes when you're in a hurry, it's nice just to nuke it or to steam it. So I've already laid out the spears on here, and I'm going to spray them with olive oil, with spray olive oil. Now I know some people are concerned about the environmental impact of the spray, but I have found that it is so much easier to get a little bit of oil on evenly. Now, what you can do to fancy these up a little bit is you can sprinkle some salt on a little bit of ground pepper maybe. But what I found tastes really good on these is ground up caraway seed. I grind up the caraway seed because the whole seeds in there are kind of off-putting because there's this crunchy seed in the middle of the broccoli. So I'm going to sprinkle on some of this caraway seed. Caraway seed goes very nicely with cruciferous vegetables, which are members of the cabbage family. If you like caraway seed in rye bread, you are going to like it on this. It's really very tasty. You just sprinkle some on there. I'm not putting it on all of them because on these others I want to show you a mustard sauce that you can drizzle on when they're done. So I'm going to pop these into a preheated 400-degree oven. Cook them for 10 minutes. Okay, now this mustard sauce is adapted from a recipe from Vegetable Literacy. I told you about that in a couple of videos ago. Into this container for my immersion blender, I have put 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of sherry vinegar, 2 tablespoons of low-fat sour cream, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, 1 tablespoon minced mild onion, 1/2 clove of minced garlic, and 3/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. The original recipe calls for more mustard and more garlic and more onion, and I just found it to be too strong. So I've cut back a little bit. If you really like the intense taste of mustard, go ahead and put more in. So this immersion blender is one of the best things that I bought for myself for the kitchen in a long time. You can use it to blend soups in the pot, like split pea soup and lentil soups that need to be partially blended. And what you do is you put this into the container. There is a low speed and a high speed. I start on low. So you put it down in there and you turn it on. And give it a little bit of a high speed. Okay. Now, the important thing to remember about your immersion blender is to not pull it out when it is still running. Otherwise, you are going to have dressing all over the kitchen and yourself. I know this because I did that the last time I made the dressing. I pulled it up when it was still running. So this dressing here is really very tasty on the broccoli, and each tablespoon has only 45 calories in it, and it adds kind of a nice little taste to it. Mustard and members of the cabbage family work very nicely together. So when the broccoli is done, I will drizzle some of that on the spears. Alrighty then, it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to turn off the timer and turn off the oven. Take the broccoli out. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay. Now you'll see that the parts of it have this little like brown stuff on it. So it's going to be just a little bit kind of crispy here. Oh, that's great. All right, so here are the ones with the caraway seed, and those you can just lay on each individual serving dish. And these are the ones I'm going to put the mustard sauce on. So you can lay those on each individual serving plate and drizzle a tablespoon of this. Remember, it only has 45 calories in it. So if you just kind of drizzle it on there. Tasty, tasty. So, That is really some very good stuff. What I like about this mustard sauce is you can also use it as a salad dressing. Now, if you want to have it be a little sweeter, like a honey mustard sauce, just put a little bit of honey in there. But it's really good like it is. My husband and I have used it as a salad dressing, and we both like it. So let's see if this tastes as good as I remember it. It's really good without the overpowering taste of too much mustard. So, excuse me again while I finish chewing. I'm so glad that I've had a chance to share broccoli with you. It really is a very healthy vegetable, and it makes good snacks. So thank goodness I like broccoli as snacks, because I've certainly made quite a bit of it here today. And please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Healthy Cooking Elaine. Until next time, here's to healthy cooking.